Imagine you're getting ready to buy a home, and before buying it, you do the math to make sure that you're making a sound purchase. And everything seems to check out down to the cost of home insurance. So you buy. However, the year after you buy it, the cost of home insurance doubles. And the year after that, it triples. Getting to the point where your dream of homeownership may not make financial sense anymore. This is the story for many homeowners in Florida. Over the last 5 years, home insurance premiums in Florida have tripled in price, rising to an average of $4,200 per year. One Reddit user on r/Florida says,
"Been in my house since 2009. Insurance was right around $2,000 per year at the time. Last year it was up to about $5,000. This year it jumped to $9,955. My house is only 1,000 square feet, non-flood zone, no claims ever. Crisis is the correct word to describe the state of our insurance industry."
And in other states,
We went from $6K a year to $14K this year. It's awful. Citizens won't cover us because it's over $650K, and next year we have to get a new $40K plus roof to even get insured. At this point, I'm honestly considering paying the house off and not having insurance at all.
these rises in price can be attributed to the difficulty that insurers face operating in the state. 6 insurers became insolvent in 2022, while more than a dozen others either left the state or placed a moratorium on writing new business. One potential reason for the difficulties that insurers face is the weather. Sitting between the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea, 6 of the 10 most costliest storms in U.S. history have hit Florida, and 3 of them occurred in just 2 years, in 2004 and 2005. After the huge losses from these storms, insurance companies like State Farm notified Florida officials that they would be scaling back their operations and would no longer offer property insurance to their residents. And while these storms are a huge issue, according to the Insurance Information Institute, another big issue that insurers face is misuse and abuse of the legal system. For them, fraudulent lawsuits and generally a consumer-friendly legal environment in Florida has led to significant losses for insurers. They cite the statistic that Florida accounts for 80% of all homeowners insurance lawsuits in the nation, while only accounting for 9% of the homeowners insurance claims. And this insurance fraud is driven by phony roofing claims. Roofers will canvass neighborhoods and offer inspections. The contractors will inevitably find damage with the roof and offer customers a free roof. All homeowners need to do is sign an assignment of benefits form, giving the contractor legal authority to file claims on their behalf. An insurance claim adjuster will then come to inspect the damage, ultimately finding that there is very little damage or none at all. The insurance company will then pay out less than the roofer originally asked for. The roofer will then bring legal action against the insurance company for their original quote. Insurance companies are then met with 2 options. Either they pay the legal fees for the case, or they settle out of court. Either way, they lose money. And while insurers and some lawmakers have stood by this as the reason for the high premiums, others believe that the impact of these lawsuits is overstated. Bernie Birnbaum, consumer advocate and head of the Center for Economic Justice, said in an interview with Fox 13 Tampa Bay, "The cost of the so-called frivolous litigation is a few pennies on the premium dollar, nothing close to what's driving the premium increases we are seeing." Birnbaum takes issue with the lawsuits being seen as a problem affecting the industry as a whole. He points to data showing that at least 22 insurance companies had no litigation, and fewer than a third of those companies had more than 30% of claims becoming lawsuits. Birnbaum suggests making it easier to get into Citizens Property Assurance Corporation, the state-run insurer of last resort. Because if the company can take on less risky policies, it could be more financially stable, and less likely to hit Florida residents with surcharges as more and more private companies leave the market. And so if the fraud lawsuits aren't a big issue, they've definitely become a big talking point. According to the Center for Popular Democracy, the governor of Florida may be the reason why the lawsuits have gained such a spotlight. They write that the overall insurance industry has been a top underwriter for DeSantis' political efforts ever since he first ran for Florida governor. Looking just at candidate contributions to Ron DeSantis, and contributions to his Friends of Ron DeSantis political committee, DeSantis has pulled in a total of $3.9 million from insurance donors since the date of their incorporation. So far, Florida's government has floated several ideas on how to fix these high premiums and solve the dissatisfaction among their constituents. One idea is to further bolster the state-run Citizens property insurance. Governor DeSantis has also pushed through reforms aimed at disincentivizing the large amount of lawsuits. However, these reforms will not be retroactive. This means that any policies in force before January 1st, 2023 still fall under the previous regulations. And so any ongoing litigation will still add pressure to insurers, and policy rates aren't expected to come down anytime soon. But this is a tremendously important issue and one that we'll keep track of. If you like videos like this, let me know and we'll make more of them. Thanks for watching.